G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now tonight we're going to do another trigger spring job on the 336 Marlin in 3030. I replaced the original trigger spring with a Brownell's Cowboy Action one. It improved the trigger, but it was giving me too many light primer strikes for my liking, so I hunted high and low and I came across this one from a mob called Yo Dave's. It's a Canadian company. They make these springs for rifles like this, and in the description I'll leave a link. And I got this off eBay. It took me about 2 weeks to post it out to me. Quite reasonably priced. It was quite okay. So, and exchange rates fluctuate a little bit here and there. So, but it's not too bad at the minute. So there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the stock off. One tool to do that. One screw. Pull the stock off and then replace this spring. Not the hardest thing you'll ever do. So firstly we'll do. Now, safety check, make sure she's clean, she's empty. All right, that's good. And we'll start pulling the stock off now. Right, we're back. We've got a nice close-up view. Now, again, before we start, a nice set of tools. Got nice wheeler tools, nice screwdriver set in there with all the different purpose-built bits in there, and I've also got the wheeler trigger pull gauge. We'll use that later. So there we go. So we take this screw off the back here. That one there gets the whole stock off. And there's no Loctite on these at all. Oops. There it is. That's the only bolt we've got. And this stock should come straight off. Just like that. Just like that. So we'll put him over there. He's out of the way. So I might move this rack. Move the rack out of the way. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now that's a spring right there that we want to replace and get out. Put him over there. So we want to get this rack out. The way that works, that all just sits in there like that, in the groove there. The lever comes down, it cocks there, and you've got to make sure that lever sits over the hammer there, and there's a little slot there. You've got to make sure that's right, otherwise that just won't work. So we'll uncock that, because you've got to have that uncocked. Take as much pressure off that spring as you possibly can. Okay, now, all being well, that should just push out. I'm going to put my eyes on so I can see. Here he comes. Taking a careful look just to see where it all sits. That's out, springs off. How easy is that? Boom, she's off. So we'll get our new one. Hope it fits, because it doesn't look anything like this one. That's our old one. He looked a little bit like a factory one, but it looks nothing like it, so don't know. See how we go. So we put him back over there. Oops, come here. Put him back over there like that. Now that. Goes in there. Bugger this up. Bugger this up. Ah, there you go. Oh, come here. It's a little bit difficult. It shouldn't be, but it is. I'm working the wrong way around for me. Oh, God, come here. That's going to go better for me. Push him up in there like that. He's back in that slot there. He goes in under there, and he's back on. There he is. And he sits in that slot there. Now all we're going to do is make sure our lever It's coming round around him there like that. That's actually quite all right. Because that lever, that little slot goes over the rail there. Nice in the middle. If it's not in the middle, it just won't work. It won't cycle. So there we go. So let's have a look at our trigger pull now before we put the stock back on. £4. Just a bit on just on £4. £3.5 then. So it's not bad. It's actually better than it was before. Give him back. Give him one more. Between £3.5 and £4 that'll break. So that's not too bad. I'm happy with that. We've got our old spring out the way. We'll put our stock back on. We don't even need the rack to put him working in there. He goes on there like that. Boom, boom. Screw in there like that. And out. He's right on an angle. To fast forward through this. Not close. He's up, look at that. Lovely. Nice and smooth. And that's that. That's that, changing the trigger spring on a Marlin 336. Not the hardest thing you'll ever do. Again, good tools. Good tools, just rubbish you buy from Kmart with guns just doesn't cut it. Like, you have a nice rifle and all that sort of thing, and you put $2 tools on it, and they break screws and all that sort of thing, and you don't want that. So there we go. We'll take that out of the range and see how it goes. So until next time, tell your wife, tell your girlfriend, and tell them both. It's up to you. Just remember, just go 2 clicks up. Ta-da.